Stand ready for my arrival, worm.
Alright, everyone. You know what time it is. You saw the title, you saw the thumbnail, you saw the opening skit. Enough babbling. Conquest vs. Whitebeard. How am I doing this? Who am I doing this with? Well, I'm doing it with Conquest from Season 3 and Whitebeard from Marineford. So, I'm actually going to start off with Whitebeard. So, basically, Whitebeard has a bunch of statements. Oh, he can destroy the world. A lot of people interpret that as him using his devil fruit to create an earthquake around the entire world simultaneously, causing mass destruction, right? So, what do we consider that? Well, most calculations I found, they range between 33.6 to 20 exatons of TNT. Put in perspective, that is either multi-continental to moon level. So, high in the multi-continental, then moon, right? So, I'm going to be honest, I'm probably going to throw him more into moon level, just because it seems rather consistent, plus it makes sense for him to say, oh, destroy the world. Well, when you're at moon level, you do so much damage to the planet that it might as well be destroyed. Anyway, what else can he do? Well, he can move surprisingly fast for an old man. So, the calculation I'm using is getting him up to 1.35, so, you know. But at the same time, there are higher end calculations that I have found, which put him at 30.79 times the speed of light. So, for this instance, we will be taking those two together and basically, you know, using the average, right? Anyway, moving into abilities that he has access to, he has Quake Fruit, right? It technically lets his body vibrate in any sort of way, and he also has Armament Hockey and Conqueror's Hockey, and I will be giving him these in Marineford, despite the fact that it severely drains his stamina, just due to the fact that since he's fighting Conquest now, it shouldn't be as big of a deal. So, my apologies. It is as big of a deal, but he's not fighting multiple opponents, therefore he's putting all his energy into one opponent, so most likely he would be able to use all three types of hockey, which allow him see into the future, improve durability, and improve attack potency. Now that we've covered Whitebeard, let's cover Conquest. So, how strong is Conquest? Conquest scales above Omni-Man. Dude, his theme in the show is called the second strongest Viltrumite. We know who the strongest Viltrumite is, okay? We know who it is, and we also know who his barber is, okay? Like, we know who it is. So, if he scales above Omni-Man, that means he scales to the destruction of the planet. We all know what I'm talking about. We've all seen that feat. I'm sorry, I gotta bring it up. Everyone hates that feat because of how much we talk about, but yes, that is the feat. So, how good is it? Well, it comes out to around 1.3 zetatons of TNT, or small planetary. Quite strong. Now getting into speed, and I'm gonna be real with you all. Yes, he is incredibly fast in space. I need to specify this. In space. On Earth, not really. On Earth, they do move fast, obviously. I would say they're anywhere from FTL to MFTL, but there is no concrete evidence of them moving that much faster than the speed of light in the Earth's atmosphere. And obviously, if you've seen my earlier videos, I've changed my stance since then, where I gotta be honest, I really think they are around just barely getting into MFTL ranges in the atmosphere, just because they hold back so much when flying around. Just had to get that off my chest. He is still very, very fast, but he's not 3 quadrillion, tillion, billion, bazillion times the speed of light in the atmosphere. I just need to talk about it. Although his reaction speed is the same level. I need to make that very clear. Anyway, let's get into the fight. So, obviously, Conquest is stronger and faster, right? That makes sense. But it's not to such a crazy extent where Whitebeard is just going to instantly get one shot. and instantly die and get speed blitzed, right? There is a chance. And also, I do need to bring up there's characters. So, Conquest is quite arrogant. Then again, so is Whitebeard. But, Conquest will be more likely to let Whitebeard hit him just out of fun. And I'm going to be real. I have been thinking about this. So, Viltrumites, when Viltrumites suffer a specific attack sound that goes into their ear and vibrates their eardrum, the question popped into my head where Whitebeard has the ability to control vibrations. Would he be able to punch him and send those same kind of vibrations into his ear, therefore crippling him? And I gotta be honest, it's a big maybe. Now, I personally will not give that edge to him, but I do see the argument that can be made, and I do want to hear your guys' opinion about it, because, well, he is a vibrating human. Like, he vibrates objects and people when he punches them. So, could he finally tune those vibrations to knock out Conquest? Because I'm going to be real, if that were to happen, then Conquest would most likely fall. However, I don't believe that that is applicable in this matchup, just due to the fact that there are very unknown variables. Simply put, we haven't seen enough of the Quake Fruit to say that it has that level of ability. Now, obviously, with Teach holding the Quake Fruit, we should be eligible to see more abilities in the future, but for now, I don't believe that you can give that edge to Whitebeard. So, at the end of the day, we have Conquest, who is faster and stronger compared to Whitebeard, who, I'm going to be real, doesn't have the capacity to keep up or fight back, or even really test endurance. After all, we've all seen the episode. We've all seen episode 8 of season 3. Conquest is able to fight to the very bitter end, and on top of that, even when his outer skin was completely desecrated by Adam Eve, he still was able to fight Mark and break his hand. So I think it's fair to say that even if Whitebeard were to get proper hits in on Conquest, he would not be able to put him down, especially when considering Conquest is the stronger combatant in this instance. Anyway, I know that was a lot to take in, and I gotta be honest, I don't really know fully well how the vibration thing would work. I'm just not going to give it to him. Anyway, if any of you guys think that that is applicable, please tell me in the comments. Or if you think this is an even bigger stomp than what I was telling you it is, tell that, to the comment section as well. Anyway, I had fun making this video. I hope you guys really did enjoy this, and I hope you subscribe so I can make future content. Anyway, I'm going to be seeing you later. This is Rox, signing out.